Under the scorching sun, these motorists struggle to get petrol. But the challenge here is that fuel is not selling for 86 naira 50 kobo.
A tanker of NNPC came to discharge fuel at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they used polythene bag to cover the logo of NNPC. And that tanker was accompanied by civil defense. And on Monday morning, they started selling at 190. Our concern is that where do these people get their own fuel?
The price hike is not the only problem. At night, most of the independent marketers try to sell petrol, but they've been stopped by operatives who say they're from the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. According to them, the independent marketers are hoarding the product, which is why they prefer to sell at night.
Yes, no. We are working together.
There's nothing like subcharging. We're only enforcing presidential mandate of 68.50 naira per litre. When I got there, I discovered they were selling 200 naira per litre. So I tried all means to enforce the new price regime.
But the marketers have their own story to tell. They say they've been constantly harassed by security operatives who've been extorting them.
You can see that a lot of jerrycan in the van taking fuel to their colleagues, asking each station to pay 200 naira before you could sell above the pump price, which we deny. And they are not working with DPR. They will come to any station, bounce to any station, descend on the pump attendant, selling normal price.
The DPR has a role to play here, which is to monitor and seal off stations selling above pump price. So have they been able to carry out this responsibility?
2 days ago, we heard that 17 PMS trucks have been allocated to Kogi State. But so far, we got just 7 trucks. So we're expecting the additional 10 trucks. But what the DPR is trying to do now is to monitor this product, to ensure that this product reaches the masses.
Kogi State, like many other states in Nigeria, has gone through the unpleasant experience of motorists queuing endlessly, waiting to buy petrol. But promises from the Minister of State for Petroleum in recent times seems to provide some reassurance that the situation will soon be under control.
As Nigerians complain about the drop in electricity supply, the Minister for Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, is once again assuring them that the government is working to resolve the problems. According to him, the federal government has a plan to complete 47 transmission projects this year, and if adequate gas can be supplied, challenge in the power sector will be resolved. The minister was speaking on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily.
It's a very hot season of the year, and I see my children too, sweating, heat rash, and looking at me is like, look, what are you doing about this thing? But let me be very clear, this problem can be solved, but it just needs some more detailed and methodical approach. Now, first work to do is supply more gas. So without gas, I'm like a generator owner who can get fuel, so I can't power my plants. And I know that the Ministry of Petroleum Resources is working hard first to overcome that problem. We had plans that we had agreed on to provide more gas to all of those struggling power plants which didn't have gas. So there are errors of planning of yesterday, but there are errors that can be corrected. There are omissions of yesterday. Proper planning to build a power plant and arrange that simultaneously when the power plant is completed, the gas input is also completed.
It's some good news that the President has met with the National Assembly to resolve the grey areas before giving assent to Budget 2016. But those who have been on the receiving end are the manufacturers, as they are unable to make any decision as they wait for the budget. 6 ministers were in Lagos explaining the economic goals of the present administration and efforts at improving electricity, making the refineries work, and rejigging the transport sector. But how convinced are the manufacturers about these efforts? Joining me now on the News at 10 is Mr. Muda Yusuf, the Director General of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming on the News at 10. Before we look at the issue of the ministers, of course, the President let me just get your thoughts on this. The President has just met with the leadership of the National Assembly and they have agreed to work speedily and pass the budget in a matter of days. What do you suppose the impact will be on manufacturers like you?